You're here. Perfect, Vega. So we're going to play... I thought there were 3, but I think there's only 2 versions of this ship. So we're going to play, I think it's the Zardon B. So let's take a look at what this ship looks like. We played the Zardon, or the Astros ship last time, which has your really strong chain flak and these really interesting winged crew that I think have the death animation of Elanius or something like that. But we're playing the B ship today, which has a Vulcan avian shields. Was the predecessor for the modern day Zoltan shield. Okay. So it's got some sort of Zoltan shield thing going on. And I love the animation of these little avian crew, the winged crew. They're doing their little head bobbing thing. What's the difference between Iron Man and Aluminum Man? Iron Man stops the bad guys. Aluminum Man just foils their plans. All right, not even starting the run to the puns already started. Amazing. You want to be make a humble request and join the ship as Zoltan? Sure thing. You already had a silly device. Wonderful, Vega, wonderful. RPG nerdos. Silly device is already here. Read this description of the mini missile. Oh, I didn't read this description for the ship. Let's start with that. Zardon, this ship has been there, done that. The fact that it still flies can be attributed to its super shield. So yeah, it looks like it's got like a busted up little wing or arm or something here. I like your ship design. It's cool with the little blue, you know, engine glows or whatever in the piloting there. Very nice. And you said read the description of the mini missiles. Defense drones hate them. See how he makes them look like Steves with this one simple trick. All right. You have the wonderful clickbait title of this missile. 2 power, 12-second charge time, 1 shot, 2 damage. Pierces all shields. Has fire breach and stun chance. Could not find accuracy modifier. What does that mean? Is that supposed to be there, or does that mean I have a wrong version of Hyperspace? What's up, bolster balls? Let's see. Endif has a pun pre-igniter. They hit more often. Okay. Probably missile with boosted accuracy. This is the missile that has heightened accuracy and is so fast defense drones can't hit it, you think? New thing added recently in Hyperspace. Well, I'm using the Hyperspace version I'm using is the most recent one that Math Champ gave me, so hopefully this all works. But we have Clone Bay. We got a Vulcan to start. Looks like a normal Vulcan. So, hard mode, let's go. Let's check out Gibbs. Ooh, that's a cool shield image. Oh, the rebellion! Oh, it's the imploding Gibbs. The Hyperspace version is correct. Okay, good. Alright, no Gibbs on this one, but really cool shield, shield image. Looks like lava or something. I don't know. Oh, and it's a Zoltan. Okay, so this is one of those Zoltan shield things that uses extra. I guess it's more Zoltan shields. Looks like 15 HP, I think. I count 12 bars, but I don't know how that's done with this new thing, with the updated shields. 25 health as opposed to 30, but a whole bunch of Zoltan shields. All right, let's see. It's 12. Is that what it is? All right, investigate. I have Clone Bay. Darn, he did not survive. Poor guy. So 12 bars does equal 12 HP. Okay. Alright, let's see what a mini missile looks like and how an accuracy modifier looks. Defense drone can't hit it, but my missile can hit defense drones for 0 value. Huh. This Vulcan... Okay, never mind. I must be thinking of Vulcans in Hyperspace that have an accuracy modifier. Okay, that was really fast. That Vulcan was way faster. Wait a couple seconds. What do you mean, for what? Oh, time until the shield restrikes. What does that mean? Shield restrikes. Oh, you gave this extra system slot too. Seems like their defense drone was so much of a Carl he body block, knowing he won't be able to hit the missile otherwise. You added a few hidden auto reloaders. Okay. That's 2.5 Zoltans grounded to fine pace and then smeared into 12.5 HP shield rounded down. Okay. There's a power surge? Oh, it refreshes the Zoltan shield. Now that is OP. Completely fair and balanced as all things should be. Alright, attack before you can attack. Peaceful NG way. They put a triggered event where every whatever number of seconds it adds Zoltan shield points. So this is using that. Okay, Vega just loves to use the new hyperspace stuff. Oh man, a recharging Zoltan shield. If I take any damage this run that's not free 5-hole damage, I'm bad at FTL, I feel like. It restrikes +5. But it's every time it adds +5, right? You feel like it should age even less health. Age even less health. I don't know what that means. I mean, it looks like this doesn't restart between jumps, too. So, like, I could cheese this and say, like, 15 seconds or so. Yeah. Wow, you could really cheese that. That's crazy. With what Hyperspace achieved so far, your Federation flagship B will soon be complete without having to use workarounds. Nice. Seems like a ship that enjoys double chain Vulcan meme for sure. I'll use a missile because why not? Hey, a free NG is like a 50+ scrap deal, so even though I have an NG, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. That way, silly device can be where you were born to be. Silly device on doors, run is blessed. Run is blessed. Praise the silly device, praise him, praise the sun. You got the shield shot down once in your run, Vega. Oh man. What's the birds do? They don't have a special ability, but I'll show you their stats after this. Excuse me, after this jump. I'll tell you one thing we're not getting this run is any shield training ever. Let's see, do we get 5 bars here? Okay, nice. So these are called Winged Crew. Their description is revived from fossils. Half damage from lack of oxygen, which is same as crystals, I think. 0.8 times repair speed, 20% more combat damage, 10% faster movement. So it's like an amalgam of, I don't know, Mantis and crystals or something, stat-wise. What's up, Imprint? How are you doing? The left purple wing looks like it hit a free damage event or two. Given how it looks partially damaged, yeah. Down the station. They met that Zoltan shield bypass. Yeah, they're down here. Oh, they have Winged Crew. No. No. Scoop, doop, 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 scoop, doop, doop, scoop, doop, doop, scoop. Doop, doop, scoop, doop, 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 scoop, doop, doop, scoop, doop, doop. Do I have heat? No, I have Clone Man. Okay. That's sure some bypass going through 12 layers. No kidding. No kidding. Looking for, I don't know, another Vulcan, I guess. Or systems, basically. Temporal manipulator costs 110. Damn, I'd have to sell a weapon to get it though. So I can get cloaking, hacking, mind control, temporal. We can actually get 4 systems on this ship. But I don't want to sell this mini missile because it's cool looking. Did you design that that graphic, Vega? It's pretty interesting because the missile port looks smaller than the Vulcan laser port. So it's a little missile. Look at this little missile. I don't know why I got second shield, like they're ever gonna get through Zoltan shield, but you know, whatever. Explore the asteroid field. Hey, we didn't get 5 free hull damage. Nice. You like how I already adapted to the OP shield? I wasn't going for weapon system hits, and the enemy had a missile. Yeah. Red Rescue Survivors. Jones, welcome aboard. He's a human, but so I don't have any subsystems. I'm gonna assume sensors are here, so I'm just gonna go have him hang there, unless I want him to be on another system. I'd actually rather have the Zoltan on shields. So we'll do that. It's a baby missile, the opposite of giant missile enemies carry. That's right. No BGM, LBM. Little baby missile. It's a little baby, cute little baby missile. Rebel or NG? Well, I have NG for blue option, so let's do it. BFGM, big effing giant missile. LBM, little baby missile. Alright, I don't think we're gonna take a bribe. I don't think you can do anything to me with your single basic laser and boarding. You must not have Zoltan shield bypass, because you are not bypassing me. It's a little small missile, that's right. Small. Alright. This is basically going to be a hangout while our Zoltan shield protects us until Vulcan spins up kind of run. We get to start off with a nice, clean, smooth, relaxing run today. I feel like temporal manipulator's going to be not super useful since we don't have boarding. Honestly, temporal manipulator without boarding is more like another anti-boarding system, like mind control or something. So, by the way, out of curiosity, any favorite weapon from Multiverse? Anyone for you? Not counting OP ancient weaponry. It's energy cannons and modular weaponry. Nice. Ooh, a free heavy laser. Mark II. Nice. For the people wondering why the missile fired looks like an Artemis, it's because objects going fast get stretched. Okay. 73. So I could sell a weapon to get a system. I do have the defense shown to sell. Okay. We can get 12 power weapons. Wow. With 3 weapon slots, that'll be interesting. But okay, so that's 2 Vulcans plus a chain laser, I guess. Kind of want to keep the heavy laser too, man. So honestly, this missile is not very power efficient. 2 power for 2 damage is not that strong. Decent crew killing weapon though. Let's go backup battery and some fuel. I'm gonna hold on to that heavy laser. 3 glaives or 3 Vulcan potential. Oh yeah, I guess that's true. You could do that, huh? 8, 12. I was thinking 10 weapon power, but holy shnikes. Except they're off for free stuff. We go to store. If we could get long range scanners, it would be the best. Sector 2, where's the final boss? Because I'm already ready. I kind of am already ready. No long range scanners, eh? What I will say is I'm going to need a lot of scrap if we're going to go for frickin' 12 weapon power and a whole extra system. But without long range scanners, I don't see that happening. We're going to have to do a lot of diving or something. But we can dive for sure. I just maybe want to get cloaking before I start doing that. Alright, so we're gonna get... Okay, thank God I didn't remove Silly Device. Because Silly Device is not a virus. Firedim is a virus, not Silly Device though. Boss Ready Ran, they calls me. That's right, that's what they calls me. Let's show what this missile can do against a defense drone. This defense drone is not a Steve, apparently. Okay, that one got through. Okay. That defense drone was a Carl and a half right there. Welcome aboard, Virus. I'm gonna put you in, engines, actually, so that this guy can deal with borders. Ken, the anti-border. Phase 2 power surge could probably delete my Zoltan shield for 5 seconds till it comes back. Not if I get cloaking. Not if I get cloaking. I mean, do I keep checking stores for long-range scanners? I guess so. It's the one most important thing we can get to get enough scrap for all the upgrades we want to get. Wow. Automated reloader, though. So reloaders on top of reloaders, I guess. How much to get this laser online? 70. Yeah. That was not a normal DD1, that's a sniper DD1. That's right. Crazy idea came to mind. What if viewers could control streamers' defense drone? I don't know how you program that, but that would be interesting. Toughest captain in the universe, Boss Ready Ran. That's... you know it. Oh, man. Free dodging hacks. You're a hacksaw. I'm honestly kind of interested to see what the shield looks like without the Zoltan shield up. If it still looks the same, or... oh, okay, there it's kind of faded with lower Zoltan shield bars. Interesting. And you got the normal Zoltan shield on top of this. It says Zoltan shield will have no effect in what's installed. So honestly, it'd probably still be amazing to get because I think it sells for like 40 or something. But it would not give us extra Zoltan shield bars. I'm 90% sure. Yeah, I don't think Zoltan shields can stack. And even if they did, I don't know how the UI would show it. I don't think it would. Track wheel, you're gonna be lurking? Alright, enjoy your lurking, my friend. In general, there's a function that allows you to make Zoltan shield stackable. Oh, is there really? Now that's interesting. Depends on how you configure it. This shield doesn't stack. Okay. What's up, Shogi? How are you doing, sir? Alright, so I can get 2 extra jumps if I dive, so I probably will. So, I was talking to my brother yesterday and the day before, my little brother, and I have a cool stream thing planned. At least I think it'll be cool. Sometime in October, my brother wants me to come hang out because I need to catch up on MCU movie watching. So he's like, man, just come over for a week. We'll watch a bunch of movies every night. And I was like, oh, but I got to stream. He's like, just stream at my house. I was like, you know what? I probably could. So I think a week in October, I'm actually going to take all my streaming stuff down to my brother's house. And I'm going to do a week of hanging out with my brother, streaming, and probably play like co-op games or old school games or something. And probably have my brother on the stream and hanging out and stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. Should be a good time. A little week of bonus, fun, different stuff. More Deep Rock Galactic? Well, I don't know about that. Deep Rock Galactic is... I don't think my brother is into that game. I'm thinking it might be stuff like... he mentioned there's a co-op Cuphead. I've never played Cuphead. I think there might be a Gears of War game that might be co-op we could play. Well, maybe we'll do Giant Alien Spiders. I was thinking of doing the Secret of Mana remake that's been out for a while that I think I have that I haven't played yet. I don't know if that's co-op like the old version of Secret of Mana is or not. But like I already got a bunch of fun, cool ideas we could do. You wish there was FTL multiplayer, you have no clue how to work, but it seems like it would be fun. I don't think it would actually be that good. People talk about that all the time. I don't think multiplayer FTL would be that good. It wasn't designed for it, and if game's not designed for multiplayer, in my opinion, it's not going to work very well. If I think it's cool, it might be really cool. It might just be cool. Minecraft. You joke, but my brother's 2 daughters love Minecraft. Oh god. So if they're there, we might do it. All right, so they have the Lanius repair animation. Hey, Millenben for 24 months in a row. 2 years. It's our second Twitch baby. Thank you so much for your continued randomness, my friend. That's awesome. If my brother doesn't rock and stone, I ain't coming home. Okay. Has anyone seen Shang-Chi? I saw it over the weekend, Jamrock. I loved it. It's probably my favorite MCU origin movie since, like, I don't know, Doctor Strange, or I don't know, what has been another good origin one? Because I would say Spider-Man, but Spider-Man hasn't really had an origin one with the MCU because it's been done so many times. Shang-Chi was really, really good. And there's our hull damage from a dive. Do we even get an extra jump by going into there? I'm not sure. But I saw Shang-Chi on Sunday, or on Saturday. Thank you to Mr. Shogi for donating to fund the Go See Shang-Chi fund. Don't kill them all. That's a lot of lasers, but okay. That bird turned into a Lanius, yeah. We learned last time we played this ship that that's because these guys are... they're Lanius underneath their other skin or whatever. One is responsible for reactor power being reactor to certain systems, one for one weapon fires and so on. Referring to your idea about FTL multiplayer, each player is one crew member on a ship. Okay, let them live. It's free weapons, firebomb, okay. You don't watch films? Yeah. You cried for a quick second on how beautiful and amazing that was. I loved the, one thing I said to my brother is, it was actually nice to see an MCU movie where there were basically no important white people. It's, you know, it's a movie about a character who I think is originally from China, but he, like, at least in this movie, lives in America, so he's like Chinese American. But like all the characters, there's very few. There's like one bad guy character who's white, and one good guy character who's white. It was interesting and cool, kind of like Black Panther, which is another one I need to see, where we get some, you know, different cultures and stuff represented. So it's pretty fun. And I love martial arts movies, so I just really had a blast with it. Have I ever played Nuclear Throne? You don't know if I'd like top-down roguelites or not, but it's pretty lit. It would depend on the gameplay, Corvax. I have not played it. I might have heard of it, though. There's a pre-igniter. If I get pre-igniter, it's going to delay getting some other stuff, but... Pre-igniter automated reloader is pretty awesome. I honestly feel like I kind of don't want to get it, because it's going to be expensive to get so much other stuff online. They should show the origin of Spider's Man, an alternate universe Spider-Man who, instead of being a man with the abilities of a spider, it's a bunch of spiders shaped like a man. Now that would be interesting. So if I get pre-igniter, I'm not like getting any systems for like another second and a half or something. Saves how many seconds? 11.1 minus however many automated reloaders we have. I think I'm going to skip out on the pre-igniter. I'm even going to skip out on a flak because I kind of want to save my scrap for weapons and systems. So what I think I'm actually going to do is this, and I'm going to sell this missile. Even though it's really strong, I'm going to sell it so we can save up for systems. You loved the culture representation in it, but you loved that the hero is just this guy who has no idea who he is and what he wants to do. It's not the smartest guy who's super rich or the super soldier. He's parking cars, for God's sake. Yeah, that was actually one of my favorite things as I thought about... Oh, you added artillery to this mod. Okay, another automated reloader. As I thought about Shang-Chi, like, I don't want to give away too much, but his dad and mom are both, like, have some powers, but he's just some guy who learns martial arts, and he's not, like, bitten by a spider or hit by radioactive gamma rays or something. He is just some guy whose dad made him train a bunch. Which makes me feel like future movies of Shang-Chi are going to be awesome, because now that he might have something at the end of the movie that makes him more powerful, he's got this crazy cool foundation to make him super OP. Super, super OP. He can train all the Spider-Mans and the other people who don't have some special training to be even better or something. Similar to how Unbreakable is handled. Unbreakable. Is that the M. Night Shyamalan one with Bruce Willis? Skip a flak, what have I done to our Rand? I have played a new crazy other type of ship. He's bit right by a radioactive martial arts master. Arr, ah! Oh, I know Kung Fu. Man, I'm even skipping a chain flak, apparently. I don't know that this Nebula Beacon gives me any extra dive jumps at all. Go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't work. Unbreakable's the movie with Bruce Willis. Okay. I wouldn't say it's like that, actually. Even though Bruce Willis is kind of a normal guy, he's a guy who does have superpowers. It just has to be unlocked. That's not... I mean, I guess that's kind of like... It's... I don't know. I look at Unbreakable as like... These are humans, but have somehow got... Like, they have a mutated gene that gives them some special ability. And that's not what... That's like Unbreakable's like the beginning of X-Men. It's like X-Men before there's X-Men. No, the reason he's got this thing is because he's got some mutated gene or something. They never explain it because M. Night Shyamalan, he doesn't explain stuff in his movies, but that's what I look at it as. Wow, this might be the most OP ship I fight. Double heavy ions. Even abilities are explained away by a perfect storm of genetic lottery wins. You're sure we are already way in the land of diminishing returns? Full potential is reached with motivation and determination. Best event, activates your weapon threateningly. That's the best event, change your mind, okay. Yes and no, because his genes are still within the normal pool, they're just crazy high rolled. Is that really what it is? Maybe, wasn't there another movie that was like a sequel to it, like a year or two ago that came out? I haven't seen that one. That has the guy who played Professor X in the new X-Men movies as a crazy bad guy with a multiple personality or something. I never saw that one. X-Men Die Hard? Your mind is blown. John McClane was an Omega level X-Men terrorist party ass kicker. Move over Magneto. Okay. Ignore Tatar. I guess I'm gonna keep diving here. Let's keep diving. Thinking of glass. Is that what it is? Did they explain the origins of the Unbreakable and Mr. Glass and everything in that movie? Because I never saw it. I don't want spoilers, so I might actually watch it one day, because of the M. Night Shyamalan movies, Unbreakable was one of my favorites. I will buy 3 fuel, sure, why not? And at 6 to 7 reloaders, the Vulcan doesn't appear to get faster. Oh, are you looking at this number here? So did that extra reloader I get not do anything? I haven't been paying attention. This is not a run where I pay attention to. Normally 11 seconds, it's now at 5.2 on the first volley, so I can auto-fire my weapons and just hang out with chat. The sequel Glass was really good. Was it actually good? So I feel like there hasn't been a good M. Night Shyamalan movie in so long that those two words together don't click. Good M. Night Shyamalan. Can it exist? What's the timer? We basically have a flagship overcharger. Basically, every time this resets, our Zoltan shield gets some power bars back. It's pretty insane. Probably because I was never meant to get more than 3 reloaders. Never meant to. Okay, at least didn't hit my engines again. I only have 2. Oh, you mean because the hidden ones plus the ones we have are more than we're supposed to get? So did I waste 40 scrap to get the second reloader, I guess? Glass is really good. There's a movie, Split, that's between Unbreakable and Glass that you haven't seen, but you don't need to watch Split to enjoy Glass. Oh, maybe Split was the one I was thinking of. But I don't know, maybe not. You want to see old the new M. Night movie? Yeah, what? Mainly search we have Plum Bay. Ah, damn. You know what? Reverse ion field's actually amazing here because it means ions only have a 50% chance to do anything to our Zoltan shield. So because the automated reloader I think has got diminishing returns, I actually am going to do this. So I did basically waste 40 scrap on that. First ion field, normally I say is terrible, but for this ship, for a 15 Zoltan shield ship, it's actually pretty good. The main villain, who's actually played by Samuel L. Jackson, explains that while David Dunn is an ordinary everyman, Glass is exact opposite, mentally OP but physically fragile, crazy ambitious. Okay. I think the reloader should stack as usual. Well, I mean, can we look at it? It says 5.6. This is a perfect place to test, right? 5.6. It doesn't look like it's changing. It would be changing if that worked, right? Movie Old by M. Night. Oh, I thought you were making a joke. It's real. It's about a group on a beach that ages people quickly. Reviews are solid in that movie as well. Okay. So I almost wonder if this one. How many hidden pre-igniters? How many hidden automated reloaders did you add, Vega? You're saying it should add, but it doesn't. You added 5. Okay. Well, then I should not have bought any. You added 5 hidden automated reloaders. Completely balanced, as all things should be. What a balanced ship this is. I like to pretend that Samuel L. Jackson's middle name is Lemuel. Lemuel Jackson. I had a friend in college whose name was Lemuel. He was my fraternity older brother. Was his last name Jackson? Can't remember. But his name was Lemuel. Not Lamwell, but Lemuel. Alright, so it sounds like I shouldn't have bought any automated reloaders, actually. 5, bruh. There's no kill like overkill. That's the school of thought for Vega. No kill like overkill. Just waiting for Dune to come out, personally. Early reviews sound promising. Yeah, there were some really good previews at the movie, too. Dune and Eternals. There was an Eternals preview. Looks interesting. Okay, finally some systems we can get. So let's test this. Even though it's a complete waste, I've spent 80 scrap on automated reloaders. I'm gonna see if this 5.6 changes. I should have checked that earlier. Okay, yeah. So reloaders on this ship do actually nothing. So sensors, mind control. But yeah, Dune looks like it could be quite good. I know nothing about the Eternals, but the previews make it look like another cool superhero movie. I mean, I feel like there's never been a bad Marvel movie, or if there has, I haven't seen it. Because maybe one of the Thor movies was not the best, or one of the I don't know, Iron Man 3 I've heard is not the best, but there's still a bunch of those that I still need to see that I haven't watched. You guys have half no O2 things, so let's go ahead and have you help with that. Vulcan runs usually take forever, so that's why you added the 5 reigniters. Alright, alright. I admire your commitment to a theme. But what I'm also really psyched for is there's a preview out now for the Wheel of Time series that's going to be on Amazon, and it looks really epic. Me and my brother have been discussing that because we are both big Wheel of Time fans who have read those books many, many times. So there are some things we are not stoked, but also stoked that we've seen in the preview of it. So, worst Marvel movie were some of the first ones. Your opinion? Some of the first ones? Well, that's kind of vague. Probably the worst Marvel movie that I've seen was Captain Marvel, and I didn't feel it was bad. It was just kind of a weird sequencing choice for how they did their origin storytelling. I wouldn't say it was bad, it just wasn't that interesting. Stats of the avian crew are unchanged, right? Since the ship pack? Yeah, that's right. Most effective thing against the shield would be ion bombs. Ion Blast 2 is probably even better. Well, we do have the reverse ion field now, so that helps some in that respect. Thor, Thor 2, and Ed Norton Hulk were the ones you meant. Okay. See, I haven't seen either of the Thor movies. I've seen Thor Ragnarok. That's the only Thor I've seen. So, I've heard that the Thor movies weren't the best, though. The first two, anyway. So those are ones that I need to see as well. The Ed Norton Hulk, I remember that not being the best. I do remember there were some weird hulked out dogs. I'm not gonna get another NG. We have enough NGs. That's what I remember about the Ed Norton Hulk. Some hulked out dogs. Captain Marvel was just made as a fan service for... I don't know about that. I feel like Captain Marvel is supposed to become like this really important character. She's almost become like, you know, the... What is it? Deus Ex Machina, whenever they need some crazy OP person to save the day. So they needed some origin for that. Can I get both? I can. Alright, my systems are done. Beautiful. That's not getting taken over, right? Yeah, I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No extra jumps here. Oh, I can't go there. Never mind. Wasn't first Thor like third MCU movie? Thor 1 is nice at the beginning, gets real thin by the end. Thor 2 is more even throughout, but forgettable except for a few moments. Maybe this is not a good place to ask, but can someone advise some good romantic film which is not so mainstream? What can I watch with the other half? You hope you won't get a ban. Why would we ban you for that? I actually do have a suggestion for that. There is I don't know if you'd call it a rom-com or a chick flick, but there's a movie with David Duchovny and Minnie Driver called Return to Me, which me and my brother both really like. Oh, a second reverse ion field. I'd take that if I didn't. I would actually love ion immunity, but I have long-range scanners, so. So Return to Me is a good, at least I like it. If you watched X-Files like me and my generation did back in the day, David Duchovny's always good and stuff, so. There's my suggestion for a romance movie. MCU is men now. You stopped after Endgame and you only barely stuck by the first generation and Avengers, starting with the first Iron Man. Wow. Meh for you, huh, Wham Bambola? I feel like the MCU movies get better, honestly. Asteroid Field, sure. At least that's how I've been feeling. Of course, I also have my brother telling me about how good they are all the time, because he's a huge MCU fanboy now. In the comics, the X-Men remember Rogue got her super strength and flight by absorbing Captain Marvel's powers, and now Disney has the X-Men. Yeah. Captain Marvel just bootleg Superman changed my mind. It's pretty funny. I won't even argue that, because I could totally see that. To me, Captain Marvel's kind of boring, but to me, Superman's kind of a boring superhero, so... Sorry for all the people who love Superman out there. Like, to me, a superhero who just has all the good stuff, and he's a good guy, and his only downfall is a rock that can hurt him. It's just kind of boring to me. Okay, first guy to get through our Zoltan shield. I'm apparently bad at this game. Sorry for all of you who loves Superman. But I've always just found him kind of boring compared to X-Men, Spider-Man, all my favorite superheroes. Return to Me is good. I Walk in the Clouds is great as well. There you go. Shogi's probably got all the good movie suggestions. That is interesting, During the Hermit. I forgot that that's how Rogue got her super strength in flight, because I didn't know who Captain Marvel was back in the day, so... Now that I know who Captain Marvel is, that makes more sense. That now I know the character that... I didn't know there was a crossover with X-Men and Captain Marvel. So... Will they upgrade the weapons? I need 405 scrap. Okay, well I'm going to try to dive and get as much scrap as possible. It's the plan. You hate time travel gimmicks? There's so many ways to F that up. True. Do you like comic books at all? Because I feel like that's the one thing comics just does... ad nauseum. So, to me, it's not surprising that they're doing it in the MCU, because that's like half the comic books are, you know, overlapping different characters and different universes and all that kind of stuff. I know X-Men did that a ton. Rand trading fuel for missiles. I have so much fuel, I'm hoping to get some sell missile deals. Probably not going to happen, but... when you have this much fuel, trading one for some missiles is no big deal. But the rock that can hurt Superman is a green rock, though. It's true, it is a green rock. Scariest thing in the known galaxy, a green rock. Walk in the Clouds has Keanu. Oh, does it really? What's the one where Keanu Reeves... is dying of cancer? October or something, November. I think it's with Sandra Bullock. That's like a really sad one, right? Something November or October or something. It's like this guy who's got dying of cancer. Sweet November, that's the one. It's a random movie. I can't believe I remember that. Okay. What have you walked into? An amazing discussion of the MCU. So amazing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We don't get any extra jumps from diving here, which sucks. Can't even be bothered to air yo ho. What? The newer Marvel stuff. Do not really want to give money for our overlords at Disney. I can absolutely understand that. Disney is a ginormous conglomerate that's taking over everything, and definitely don't agree with a lot of stuff they're doing, but what's his face that's doing all the Marvel stuff? Who's the main guy behind all that? Kevin Feige or whatever. I mean, if you want the quality of what the MCU stuff is doing, you probably need a titanic giant like Disney behind you to be able to do it. All right, all I want is another flak, honestly. Triple flak is the goal. I mean, triple flak. Triple Vulcan is the goal. Technically, it's not just a green rock that can hit Superman. You can also sap his powers by mimicking the rays radiation of Red Star. Though it doesn't make him weak, just normal. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll take your word for it. I don't know Superman stuff, so... And I'm completely oversimplifying it. I've just always found Superman kind of boring. Not to take away from people who love it. There are probably people who think Star Wars is boring or X-Men is boring, the stuff I like, so... There are probably people out there, God forbid, who think FTL is boring. Shogi. So, you know, to each their own. You thought I was talking about Constantine, the movie? Oh, where he has cancer? I don't think I've seen Constantine, so I don't know about that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'll go to a son for this. Kevin F, though, yeah. Our Lord and Savior, Kevin Feige, that's right. Him and the curly-haired guy who's in Spider-Man, who was also in Friends back in the day, who's behind a lot of that, who produces a lot of it. What's his face? God, I can't remember that guy's name. I can't think of names. Names are my kryptonite. Cannot think of names. Jon Favreau, that guy, yes. That's the one. Only thing you're looking forward to in terms of movies and TV is the Star Wars stuff coming out. See, and that's where I differ from you. I can't even get excited about Star Wars anymore. Yeah, well, I was too late there. Unless it's Obi-Wan, or maybe Mandalorian. It's so hard for me to get excited about anything Star Wars related after the sequels, man. The sequels have just ruined almost everything Star Wars related. Wow, that missile's still online. There are even some who think elves are not wussy leaf-loving wimps. Or leaf-blowing wimps. Because I initially misread that. Yeah. Names are Rand's breach missile, that's true. You love Mando, you need Obi, but the other stuff needs to wow you. Yeah, for sure. Free human. Well, that is the opposite of an offer I can't refuse. That is an offer I cannot accept. True, but after Mandalorian, you have like a centimeter of hope. Yeah. Well, what I feel like the Star Wars stuff needs to learn how to do is what the MCU stuff is doing, and that is just have a damn overarching plan. The reason MCU is good is because I will take a free Zoltan. Is because there is actually a Kevin Feige in the background making sure you have to have this. We have to have connections. There has to be an actual plan and not, I'm going to do this because I'm Rian Johnson and this has never been done in Star Wars before. You know why it hasn't been done? Because it's a terrible idea. It breaks the galaxy. It breaks the universe. It breaks continuity. So don't be stupid. Stop doing that. Stop it. Stop it. That's a bad Rian Johnson. Bad. Bad Rian Johnson. Get your hand out of the cookie jar. Star Wars cookie jar has a no Rian Johnson label on it now. You would not get excited anymore. You are fairly glad about it as well. It's sort of like getting over a breakup. You're done. To you, there are only 6 Star Wars episodes, right? Tillery. Wait, I can get a Tillery? Oh yeah, I want to get Temporal Manipulator. That's right. So I'm not going to get any more systems. We're going to get the Temporal Manipulator, even though it probably isn't going to be that useful with how OP this Zoltan shield is. But we do it for the memes when we can. Some vicious number of buffer points in their weapon system. Yeah, they did. Although I think they just had a really high number of weapon system points, and there was a 1 power missile, I think was the reason for that. So couldn't hit that so that we can hack that. There's a certain woman who needs to go before you have any faith in Star Wars. Yeah. What's her face? I know who you're talking about. I can't, again, names. Marvel Cinematic Universe was already in the works when Disney bought it, and they just kept it going. Conversely, Star Wars was kind of stagnant when Disney bought it. I needed more curation. I don't know about more, just better. Swag manipulator. That's right. Is the already custom one or typical Federation beam? That I don't know. Prequel and sequel Star Wars. Prequel and sequel Star Wars people unite in their hatred of new trilogy. That's right. I don't think I've ever heard anybody say they love the new Star Wars movies. But if they did, I would probably blacklist that person and forget about it. So. Let's go ahead and hack this guy. Or maybe somebody in the stream has said it, and then I banned them and forgot about it. Just kidding, I would never do that. All the systems aren't going to be that useful because all my power goes to weapons, yeah. That drone did not go offline. Prequel and sequel Star Wars... Okay, sorry. There's a rumor that they're bringing Lucas back as a story consultant for a new trilogy. He would write the overarching storyline, continuity, but the directors have some creative control like the original trilogy. That actually would probably be the best idea I've ever heard. Well, not the best idea. The best idea, I feel like, would be them actually taking some of the extended universe stuff and then have directors use that as source material. One thing that me and my brother have been talking about for the Wheel of Time stuff that's going to be on Amazon is... My brother's been rereading those books, and he says, man, this would be really hard to make an actual TV series out of. But the way they're doing it is the director is using the books as a guideline, but trying to make a screenplay that works in the time and, you know, just the venue of TV and movies. And a lot of times... I think it's notorious for book adaptations of movies and TV series to fail because they either try to do everything too verbatim or take too much stuff out. And so finding that balance can be really tough. But Star Wars has really good source material out there already with all the EU stuff. So they could pick and choose from that. It'd be so easy to get good stories. The artillery on that area, but basically a piercing shot waving. Okay. You become very deconstructivist with movies and shows. You like breaking them down to what works and what doesn't. What's so weird is Kathleen Kennedy, there's the one you're talking about, is a top-notch producer. Her track record up to Star Wars was brilliant. Once she took over Lucasfilms, it all went to the dumps. It's crazy. Well, I don't know what she did before Star Wars, but the only thing I've ever heard of her doing is destroying Star Wars. So, no good track record for me. There's a new Star Wars anime? That I haven't heard. Wow, Sector 5 Force Shields? If I was paying attention to this run, I might be a little worried or surprised about that. There's a way to retcon new trilogy stuff from Star Wars Rebels by Dave Filoni, but again, some people need to go. The first Star Wars Expanded Universe trilogy, the object of tension was a bunch of capital ships instead of a super Death Star. It's hard to make a book adaptation that pleased book readers as you were limited by what you could put in a movie. True, but there are... Wow, that was a lot of dodges. There are some instances in the past of it being done. Lord of the Rings is probably the best example, although there are still people, I think, who say the Lord of the Rings adaptations missed a lot of stuff. But I think Lord of the Rings is probably the best example of a book adaptation that pleased the most... God, words are so hard. Majority of people, both movie and book fans. It helps that the movies were critically acclaimed and just amazingly well done movies, but that's kind of what you got to do, right? Well, Time has some fantastic world building that has gone into it, but the book pacing is basically a snail riding a turtle and going wee. It's true. It's true. I haven't read them in a long time. I kind of need to reread them before the TV shows come out. But yeah, the pacing, that's probably one of the major things they're having to do with the Wheel of Time adaptions is basically completely change the pacing. Do not speak of Kathleen Kennedy's name. It is inviting evil in this salty, happy place. But yeah, the world building of Wheel of Time is so good, and that's kind of what I was most excited about of seeing in the trailer, was just seeing the world on screen, and it looks amazing. If there's nothing else, the Wheel of Time book, TV adaptation on Amazon is going to be so incredibly well funded. You can tell from the trailer, like just the production value you can see of the special effects and everything is pretty insane. Genndy Tartakovsky's Clone Wars animation equals the best Star Wars TV series. Cool. I've not seen any of the Star Wars cartoons, so, or anime. I'm sorry, I mean to say. You hated the Maze Runner movies compared to the books. Yeah, I've never seen or read any of those. Unless that was that thing with... What was that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger? Where he's running around in a maze killing a bunch of people? Is that what you're talking about, or is that something different? Is it those? For example, the Harry Potter movies are objectively good, but plenty of book fans don't like them. Yeah. Well, I don't know if you could say objectively good. Can you say that? I don't know. I got in trouble for saying objectively good one time, so I'm a little afraid to say that, since I said that about Clone Bay being objectively better than Heel Bay, but Pie Boy not afraid to say the controversial things. What's up, Zoli? You're salty they cut Tom Bombadil? Just kidding. I think I was salty the first time I saw it. I was like, where is Tom Bombadil? But yeah, he's not really important, honestly, for the story, moving the story along of Lord of the Rings, honestly. It may be well funded, but money might not buy everything, sadly. Well, true. True, it might not be good. And this, I'm talking about the Wheel of Time series. It might not be good. But after seeing the trailer and the characters, like, if you get the world building and the characters right, that's like 75% of the battle to me of something like the Wheel of Time series. So, Kennedy producer credits: Goonies, Back to the Future, Gremlins, Schindler's List, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Signs, Cape Fear, E.T., Jurassic Park, Twister, Arachnophobia, Rogue One, Munich, Lincoln, Sixth Sense, to name a few. Okay. I guess, to me, even though that list is pretty amazing, to me, I don't know how important a good producer is for a good movie, so... The Running Man, that's the one I was thinking of, yeah. How could you say something so controversial yet so brave? What about The Running Man? Sorry, I'm not really paying attention to this run. This is one of those things where with 16 or 12 Zoltan shields that recharge, I could bang my face on the keyboard and I'm pretty sure we'd win. So this is a face roll kind of run, that's for sure. Since we're face rolling, I'll face roll a Zoltan into my shields for more ion immunity, I guess. Scoop doop, scoop doop doop, scoop doop doop. And actually, do I have one more? How many group spaces do I have? Ooh, 2 extra? Alright. Full ion immunity and shields? Why not? If only that transferred over to the Zoltan shield, that would be amazing. The movies were actually good, even with vastly different direction between them. You're talking about the Harry Potter movies. Amazon did buy MGM, so you were hoping for new Stargate content. You would rate that above Star Wars. Even it still holds up quite well. You probably also have a nostalgic attachment to it. Yeah, I haven't really watched the Stargate TV shows, so I don't know anything about that. Clone Wars animation is on YouTube. Each episode is short, under 15 minutes. Mace Windu in that series is so badass. That's why he has BAMFer engraved on his lightsaber. The one thing I will say about Mace Windu is I read there's a book called, I think it's called Shatterpoint, which is, I think, in the Star Wars extended universe galaxy, and it's pretty badass. Basically, every Star Wars book I've ever read that's in the EU is badass, and probably better than almost every Star Wars movie apart from the original trilogy and, like, I don't know, Rogue One or something. Fun fact about Samuel L. Jackson, he agreed to join Star Wars only if he could get a custom lightsaber color. I think I've heard that story. Yeah. To the keyboard. All right. Face roll commence. One of the coolest Obi-Wan TV series ideas you've seen is Mace Windu coming back after surviving the fight with Palpatine, but he fears what Luke could become is trying to get rid of him. Oh, getting rid of Luke. Okay, interesting. Ram proceeds to bang his head on the keyboard. Alt F4, game gone. Producers are vital. They are the ones who make the hires, get funding, find directors and screenwriters. They help the projects to the point where they're actually rolling on film. They help market the movies. Okay. Then why did Kathleen Kennedy ruin the sequels? Because of who she hired as directors? Was it just hiring Rian Johnson? I mean, I feel like there's so many things that are bad about the Star Wars sequels that it can't be just that. Man, I cannot find Vulcans, which is not surprising, but Temporal Manipulator again. We saw it twice earlier, and now we can't find it again. You know, we don't have a to airlock. So welcome aboard, Mantis friend. We actually really like Stargate U. SG, what is that, Universe or something? Again, I don't know the Stargate universe, so Slug or Rock. Maybe we actually get more stores from Slug. Books are unlimited by the minds of the reader. They're like tabletop RPG, limitless possibilities. That's why I like to read so much. Because I guess I have an overactive imagination. What's the clock for? Every time it resets. This is using a new mechanic in Hyperspace. We get Zoltan Shield back. Zoltan Shield bars. This is a ship that's showing off one of the new things about Hyperspace. A timer system thingy. I feel like too many series that were actually good from the get-go or gotten really good got cold. Okay. Oops, I forgot to fire my stuff. If I can't find Vulcans, there is a failsafe. Is it a bunch of chain flax for free again? Number one, why is a man raised in a fascist government not have an arc about learning to be normal? What are you talking about? Nobody. I don't know what that's referencing. Man, the chat is really moving today. I'd have loved it. A bunch of different people get stuck on an FTL capable ancient ship, the Destiny, which they find in bad shape, need to repair on the way. All the while, Destiny autopilots them to various gates. Oh, is that the Stargate thing? Stargate University, the story of young O'Neill trying to pick up chicks, find where the party's at, and also keep his GPA up. Okay. Nice thing about it is that Destiny recharges by plunging into a star to refill its engines. Okay. I think you're talking about Stargate something that I don't know. So crying out for good Warhammer 40k movies and TV series. Finn from Star Wars was raised from birth to be a fascist soldier. Okay, you're talking about Finn from Star Wars. There's like 6 different conversations in chat, so sorry if I'm missing some things here. There's Stargate, there's Warhammer, there's Star Wars. There's no way I'm gonna keep up with all this. So, for those who think streaming's easy, they have never tried to actually follow 6 different conversations while playing a video game, while keeping track of them all at the same time. God. Quickly, confuse Rand. It's very successful. You rolled a nat 20. I am confused. By the way, Pirate Slug Assault has a broken antenna. Okay. There's the 7th conversation, the actual game we're playing. Alright, attack the ship with 4 shields. Let's hack your shields, I guess. Stargate Universe ran for 2 seasons, was just getting really good when they killed it, okay? Stars Warhammer SG-1 was great. Sounds amazing. How could I have ever missed the Stars Warhammer SG-1? Sorry, other sci-fi folks, 40K is better than every other one. There, wow, there's a hot take for you. Let's talk about Star Trek and Firefly too to really make things difficult. Who the hell would love Eternal War? Okay. Playing a game you thought was a screensaver. Is that this game I'm playing right now? She and her director hires. Okay, I think we're talking about Kathleen Kennedy again. Never seems to be on the same page. She'd hire, then fire, and go back to J.J. Abrams for help. She allowed Rian Johnson to take over the story because J.J. has no idea what the story arc was. She failed us by not being decisive and clear about anything. She then just got defensive about the criticism, decided to double down on Star Wars fans. Okay. Oh, man. Still not getting the system we want. All right, Store, you're my last chance. If not, I'll probably go back and get artillery. Star Warhammer SG-1. There we go. Reigniter again. There it is, Temporal Manipulator. It's the swag Temporal Manipulator. Well, I will say Kathleen Kennedy probably handled it about as poorly as she humanly possible. Don't go to Firefly, please. That one still hurts like hell that they killed it. Oh, man. It hurts. Hurts, eh? No, I'm gonna hack your weapons. So I can also temporal manipulate your weapons for funsies. Not that it'll be useful, but because we can. Slow down. Slow down that. Hammer Trek War SG-1. Where are our other 2 Vulcan cannons, Dan's game? I know, right? I even forgot that I was looking for that because it's so rare, and I was just trying to get this temporal manipulator. You download an FTL screensaver of a ship constantly getting into fights with ships that have devil missiles. Okay. Amazing. Yeah, I think we get all these jumps if we go this way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, back to good movies. Shang-Chi was amazing. So if anybody's interested in that, absolutely recommend seeing it. I really, really, really thought it was great. Thought it was well done. Pretty good mix of humor and seriousness, along with some pretty good martial arts. I will say it doesn't hold a candle to like a Jet Li martial arts movie or, you know, Jackie Chan or Bruce Lee or, you know, some of the really well-known martial artists. Jet Li was always my favorite, but still really, really, really good. Remember to upgrade your weapons. I'm not sure what I would do with upgraded weapons right now. Hey, they actually got through my Zoltan shield. I'm not sure how upgrading them helps us at all. They would only be value points. So until I get a weapon to put in there, I don't know that I'm going to spend the scrap on it. Let Jackie Chan direct a Marvel movie. Well, you know, it sounds kind of like a joke, but with like Thor Ragnarok being almost a straight up comedy, I feel like he totally could. Raid is your favorite martial arts film. I don't know if I've seen that one. What is Raid? Bugger off with Jackie Chan. You don't like Jackie Chan? What is there to not like about Jackie Chan? Funny and a good martial artist? Why do you not even like him? Raid Shadow Legends, sponsored by. Does the Glade Beam actually get through the Zoltan shield? Wow, it actually does. Pretty amazing. Whoops. Damn, hacked the wrong thing. Jackie Chan understands action comedy. Yeah, let's see. My favorite martial arts movies are probably. I think one's called Hero. It's 2 Jet Li movies. One is Hero. Oh, what's the other one? There are 2 Jet Li movies that I actually have DVDs of. And it's Hero, and there's, I think Hero was his last, like, Jet Li's final martial arts spectacular or whatever. But then there was one other one that I can't remember the name of. Watch The Raid, I'll Be Blown Away. Okay. Is that on Amazon or something? I'll need to check that out. Who's in that? Who's the main? Unleashed is pretty good. I don't think that's the one I'm thinking of. The Raid's martial arts movie where a group of cops are trapped in an apartment complex with drug dealer who wants to kill them. Oh, I think I've seen clips from that. I think I have seen clips from that. The great Tony Leung is in Hero as Broken Sword. Okay. Hero is... Maybe Hero's not the one I'm thinking of. It is still one of my favorites. But there's one... what is the one? There's one where Jet Li plays this guy who... I mean, I think every Chinese martial arts well-known actor has played the guy who is standing up for China against the UK, the British, you know, coming into and colonizing China. But there's one where that's basically the story of Jet Li. And what is that one called? I don't think that one's Hero. That one's something else that I can't remember. Raid equals Dread with Carl Urban, but in Thailand with lots of crazy martial arts. I do need to see that Dread too. Fearless. It might be Fearless. I think it might be Fearless. So I think Hero and Fearless, I think, are my 2 favorite Jet Li movies. Tony Leung is the Mandarin in Shang-Chi. His dad, I guess. Okay. Alter the announcer's opinion. Nice. Still no Vulcan. Okay, cool. Heal bomb. They only call him that in that one like discussion when the dad's telling his backstory, so I forgot about that. That's actually what his name is. I think of him as 10 Rings guy or whatever. Speaking of Broken Sword, you gotta replay that series. Speaking of Broken Sword. Is that who's the guy? You say Broken Sword. My favorite, I think it's in Hero. My favorite fight scene is the one between Jet Li and the guy using the spear in the rain. That's not Is that Broken Sword? Or is that I think that's a different guy. Is that scene? Because I love that scene. That's probably one of my favorite scenes in any martial arts movie I've seen. Is Jet Li fighting the guy with the spear in the rain? Because I think there's an erhu or one of those really cool instruments playing in the background. Such a freaking amazing scene. And if that's the case, if that's the same guy who's in Shang-Chi that I just saw, no wonder it's so epic. Automated reloader. Stealth weapons would actually be really good here. That Sky, aka Donnie Yen. Oh, is that Donnie Yen? Oh, no wonder Hero is so good. It's got all the good martial artists. Hey, Hollow with the raid. Welcome, Hollow Raiders. We're playing FTL while not paying attention to FTL because we have a 12 Zoltan shield chip. Welcome, my friends. Welcome. Let's get stealth weapons. That's too good here. And Donnie Yen and Jet Li and Tony Leung are all... No wonder Hero is one of my favorite martial arts movies. It's got freaking every epic dude in it ever. Broken Sword is in your contest is actually completely unrelated to this. Okay. It's a point-and-click adventure game. Okay, now let's add another layer to the stuff that we're talking about that I don't know. I guess I'll get... let's get a heavy laser. Why not? We already have the power for it. At least we got 8 weapon power of the potential 12 we could have. The ship can have 12 weapon power. How much does it cost? 95? Yeah, it looks like I'm not getting any of that. Heroes Donnie Yen, Tony Leung, Zhang Ziyi from Couching Tiger, too. By the way, you did the art for the box with a stopwatch. That right there, cool. It was meant to be an example for modders, but you guess people are using it anyway. Supposed to be example. You mean the thing that you created that we're not going to change because we're too lazy? That's what it is. All right. I need to rewatch Hero again. Man, such a good one. That I might like that even more than Fearless. Mainly because it's just so many like epic 1v1 martial arts battles. Friggin' such a great movie. But Donnie Yen versus Bruce Lee, Jet Li. No wonder that was my favorite scene. And I've liked Ip Man so much because Donnie Yen is freaking badass. Donnie Yen is the guy from Rogue One, for those who don't know, the well, I'm one with the Force, Force is one with me, whatever guy. When you say I did the art, I mean I modified the scrap box. Yeah. So well done. Can't even tell a difference. So good. Did you use the GG cookie time clock? Time until shield restrikes. That's an interesting... You did do a mouse over thing, though, Vegas. So that's good. More like if a modder wants to, they could change the stopwatch to something specific to the event. Okay. Timer's graphics doing its job. It is. It's doing its job. It looks great. It actually almost... This, I could totally see this as a normal FTL UI thing. So, well done to Mathchamp and Vega for using it. You made the red box green. Well done. Well done. Okay. You got 2 true ending wins in Multiverse. Nice. Hollow grats, man. That's one more than I've gotten. And you're playing like... Aren't you playing on extreme difficulty? Like extreme hard mode difficulty? Like you're playing on the highest difficulty possible. You are way braver than me, sir. You're also way better than me, so good on you. Go ahead and do this. I'm a pansy. I'm not yet ready to go in for extreme hard mode. $258 scrap. Not sure what we're gonna spend it on. I guess as many value points and weapons because lol for the memes. Honestly, I might just get the temporal manipulator upgraded. Whoa, here we go. Another Vulcan, you say? Oh, there it is. As you move the Vulcan into your ship, you notice another one just sitting there. Okay. Alright, well, there's a failsafe for not getting 3 Vulcans. I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to afford the 3rd Vulcan, though. I need another 200-something scrap. I'm pretty sure one jump's not going to get it. Let's find out, though. Bosses in Extreme True Ending would beat your OP flagship to a pulp, and he does it on no pause. Whew. Man. Hollow, you are an animal. 3 Vulcans. If I had known, I wouldn't have spent all that scrap on other stuff. I should have known that Vega was going to give that failsafe, though. I should have known. Oh, I'm sure many people want to see me do a hard extreme mode. I want to know the events better in Multiverse before I do that. But I might move to it maybe sometime soon. My issue with that is Multiverse makes everything more expensive, so... Ugh. I don't know, man. Multiverse still does not feel balanced to me. I don't know if it'll ever feel balanced with as much bloated stuff there is in the mod. I think I'm going to have to settle for a double Vulcan heavy laser or 2. Settle for that. Settle for 11 weapon power. I'm just going to have to settle. That's a heavy laser 1. There's my heavy laser 2. Just have to settle for 11 weapon power. Could do 3 Vulcans and battery beam in multiverse. Interesting. Speaking of balance. We get scrap after phase 1? Yeah, but we need, what, like 100? So unless we get way more scrap than I've ever seen from the boss, I don't think... If I save scrap phase 1 and phase 2 scrap, what is it, 105? I don't think it's happening. I'm sorry to disappoint Vega. Do cloaking plus hacking to never take a missile shot here. That ship looks awesome. Yeah, this is from Vega. It's from the what is this ship pack called? Zardon ship pack. 2 ships in that pack. I don't know why I'm fixating on the missile. Actually, I do know why, because in vanilla, I hate missiles. All right. So this double Vulcan is basically the same as the chain Vulcan we got in Multiverse the other day, because these 2 equal the 2 shots that get fired by the one you get from that Senate Core Worlds quest. 120. Yeah, there are 0 chances we're getting that. 0 chances we're getting that from one more boss phase. So, cool idea for 12 weapon power, but it's just so much scrap. You need to start the ship off with a hidden long range scanners so you can get enough ship fights to get enough scrap for all the upgrades, I would say. Go get more scrap from all those overtaken beacons. All right, I'll get right on it. I'll get right on that. Multiverse has a magnetic arm that lets you collect scrap from dives. I'm glad you keep telling me about the stuff in Multiverse that has literally no use right now, but thank you. Great. Good thing we're not playing Multiverse to get this stuff you're talking about. Okay. It doesn't matter. I mean, it'd be cool to get triple Vulcan, but we've got enough memes. We have double Vulcan, we have temporal manipulator, we have frickin' 12 Zoltan shields that refresh every 24 seconds. I think we're strong enough. Multiverse has an extra cup holder for the captain's chair and comes with a free NG butler. Man, why am I not playing that? That sounds so good. 25 seconds, okay. Our brave hero barely won. Oh man, it was such a close, hard-fought battle with a refreshing Zoltan shield. This thing right here is what drone control plus drone control plus shield drones wants to be. GG cookie time, we fought so hard. What a difficult run. What was this one called? The Trilobe. The B ship from Vega I-28's Zardon Pack. So well done, you have succeeded in new crew and ridiculously overpowered ships. Sadly, I did not save up for the triple Vulcan. Should have saved up there. That was my bad. It was a difficult run. It was, because I had a really hard time keeping up with chat. Check that score. 58-62, not bad. Not too shabby. 45 ships defeated, 104 beacons explored, 1968 scrap collected. Without cloaking, you can actually take damage. No. Multiverse comes with a guide to open a portal to hell and let him into our world. Do it. Okay. Only 2 Vulcans restart. Yeah. I've actually liked both the Zardon ships, like the ship design. Really good. I always tell modders to err on the side of OP Vega finds that line of not OP, OP, and goes about 2 miles past it. Kind of like RPG Nerdos sometimes does. This is the line. I'm gonna go over here. Go to OP max turn up to 11 OP-ness. Alrighty, so that was a fun ship. Thank you, Vega, for that ship pack. I think I've played both now. Played A and B. I don't think there's a C version. So, my friends, I'm going to do a stand-up stretch, take a quick break, and we come back. We're going to play another ridiculously OP ship. This one created by Mish, but updated for Multiverse by MathChamp. So, yes, we are going to get another Neon Cat run in. I wanted to get it in early because in Multiverse, I don't know how long it's going to take us. We're going to finally do the Multiverse Neon Cat next. So, y'all, hang tight, and I'll be back in just a second. Y'all rock. Be right back, my friends.